Welcome to this tutorial on installing LaTeX on Windows. It can be used to produce outstanding documents. If you are going to create many documents in the rest of your life, it is time you started using LaTeX. If you are going to include a lot of mathematics, there is no substitute for LaTeX at all. LaTeX documents created in one operating system, say Windows, can be reused without any changes in other systems such as Linux and Mac, and conversely. LaTeX is free and also open source. Above all, it has excellent user communities to help you with doubts. For example, visit Plug India. The following spoken tutorials on LaTeX are available at moudgalya.org. Please go through the first on the above list, namely what is compilation, before continuing with the current tutorial. Finally, web search could be the best source of information. Expect future support for LaTeX from http fossee.in. Note 2 S's and 2 E's. Fossee stands for Free and Open Source Software in Science and Engineering Education. I will now explain how to use LaTeX in the Windows operating system. I will begin with the installation of MikTeX, a free distribution of LaTeX. Then TexnicCenter, a free front-end to MikTeX. I will show how to compile using TexnicCenter and view through Adobe Reader. I will conclude with an optional PDF reader called Sumatra that is free and open source. MikTeX is a popular installation of LaTeX for Windows. Locate version 2.7 in MikTeX.org. Okay, let's go there. Here it is. So you can download this. After downloading it, save it, as you may want to use it a few times if you are a beginner. The name of this file is given here. It's a large file, about 83 megabytes. A complete version of MikTeX is even larger, of the order of 900 megabytes, so we do not recommend it. If you do not have good connectivity, use a CD to be available in the future from fossee.in. I have saved this installation file in my downloads directory, which I will open now. I have already downloaded it here. Begin installation by clicking that icon. Give all default answers. It takes about 20 minutes to install, so I will not show that here. I have already installed it. It is installed at this location. Next, Adobe Reader. It is a free reader that can be used to display PDF files. Your system may already have this. If so, you may skip the rest of this slide. If you do not have it, go to adobe.com, download the free Adobe Reader. I have downloaded it in my downloads directory. So here it is. Double click it and install it. Default answers are acceptable. I have already done that. Next, we will install TexnicCenter in Windows. Go to TexnicCenter.org. Notice 2 C's in TexnicCenter. Okay, let me see if I have this here. There you are. So here I have TexnicCenter download directory. if you go down here, let me just see. I think we are just going back to TexnicCenter.org. Let's just go there. So as we are doing it, let's get back to, oh, there you are. So here is the TexnicCenter web page. You can see that it talks about TexnicCenter, the center of your LaTeX universe, and so on. You have to click the download. This is the previous page that we had. Once you go there, the very first thing in the downloads page is to be clicked and downloaded. I have already downloaded that. So you can see that this is the downloads directory in which I have downloaded. Alright, what we will do is, let's go back to this. Click the download button. It will take you to the list of downloads as I mentioned earlier. You need the TexnicCenter installer, which is first on this list. Click this. You may need to choose a mirror for download. After downloading, save it for future use, as you may want to install it a few times. I have it in my downloads folder, as I mentioned. Let us now install it by double clicking and giving default answers. So let me go there, go to downloads. Okay, so let's get on with it. Let's accept this GPL agreement. Next. So let's go ahead and install it. Okay. Alright, it is getting installed. Okay. Then TexnicCenter gets installed with a shortcut on the desktop. So double click the TexnicCenter icon from the desktop and launch it. Okay, here is the desktop. We launch it. Let me close this. Okay. So what we will do is, we need to configure this. Okay, it says enter the place where the text distribution is located. So I know where it is. So let me enter that. C:, program files, MikTeX 2.7, MikTeX bin. Okay, of course you can also browse this and locate the directory. Alright, I've come to the next page. This is the post viewer. We'll just accept. Let's not enter anything. Here, what I will do is, I will browse and install the directory where my Adobe reader is located. Okay, it's in program files, Adobe reader 9.0 reader. So let me just click that. Alright, so now it is selected. So let's next, finish. Alright, now TexnicCenter is configured. What I will do is, I will make this smaller so that you can see all of it. Alright, it has come here. Let me make it actually slightly bigger. Can go some more. Okay, now we are ready to use. Let's go back here. So it will give a tip, close it. It will open a configuration menu and ask to install a LaTeX distribution, and will also recommend MikTeX. So we already accepted that. We press the next button. You will be asked to provide folder address where the binary files of MikTeX are stored. We entered that also. In my directory, it is located at this place. I entered this manually. PS files, we don't have to enter anything. And then we browsed and located this for Acrobat PDF Reader. We are now ready to use the TexnicCenter. So please go through what is compilation, a spoken tutorial available at moudgalya.org in case you have not done so already. The rest of the tutorial assumes that you have gone through this. So let's go to TexnicCenter and click the file menu, and then what do we do? If you want to create a file, click new, type and save. I already have the file hello.tex, load it. So this is what we will do. Okay, go here, file, open. Okay, I have it in LaTeX files, hello.tex. So let me open this. Okay, let's come back here. The best help for TexnicCenter comes with it. Another excellent source is TexnicCenter.org, which we have already seen. For now, let's go to help. Check the contents. Can get help on TexnicCenter and LaTeX. What I mean is, let's come here. There is help, contents. So you can see that we have help available on two things, namely on TexnicCenter and also on LaTeX help ebook. So if I click this, you will see lots of different things. You can also click this. You can see lots of things. For example, you can see LaTeX maths and graphics, maths. You can get lots of things, fractions, matrices, so on and so forth. Let's close this. Advanced LaTeX environments. You have things like alignments, environments, array, pictures, maths, so on and so forth. Let's close this also. Alright, let me just come here. So help on TexnicCenter, the first one gives help on font, look and feel of TexnicCenter. It helps you how to configure TexnicCenter. Sometimes there could be discrepancies between the manual and the actual implementation. If so, do a web search and find answers. In fact, this is the standard approach in most open source software systems. Ask somebody, they will answer. The second one was LaTeX related help, how to structure your report, how to include mathematics, how to include list environment and so on. Of course, a web search is an excellent option too. Now, let's go back here, make the font slightly bigger. So it is here, tools, options, text format, choose. So if I choose this size 12, okay, you can see that the size has become bigger. Okay, I have made the font slightly bigger. Okay, we did this. Now you may include line numbers in the editor if you like. So let's come back here, tools, options, editor, show line numbers. Okay, so you can see that line numbers have come. Now let's proceed to compile our document. Choose the option LaTeX to PDF. Okay, let's do LaTeX to PDF. Then enter Ctrl, Shift and F5 keys simultaneously. So let me do that. Ctrl, Shift and F5 keys simultaneously. What will happen? It will compile and the resulting PDF file is displayed. Okay, it should have one line. Let's do that. Ctrl, Shift, F5. Ctrl, Shift, F5. You can see it is compiling and it has opened the PDF reader. So let me bring it here and I can make it bigger. You can see only one line here. You may modify this file, compile and see the results. So let me close hello.tex and also hello.pdf. So we can also do this later. We will now explain a shortcoming that the Adobe Reader has. To explain this, let us load the file report.tex used to create the spoken tutorial report writing, also available at moudgalya.org. So let me do that. Now I will close this, but I will open report.tex. Okay, so let me take it here so I can see some more of it. Alright, so what we will do is let's first compile this by pressing Ctrl Shift F5. It compiles, one page report comes. So let me take it here. Okay. Let me also make it slightly bigger. Okay. Okay, what happens? So we have done this. Now what we will do is let us change the class of this document to report. Here it is article. Let me delete this, change it to report, save it, then let's compile, Ctrl Shift F5. Alright, now it has come to 2 pages. Okay, just take it back, make it bigger. Okay, let's go to second page. Alright, it is on the second page. So as we have seen, it goes to 2 pages, and mind you, we were looking at the second page. Okay, so let's compile it once again. Let's go back here. Okay, we can actually close this, we don't need. Let's go to this report.pdf. Alright, what I want to say is I am looking at the second page. Okay, you can see it here. This is the second page, this is the first page. We are looking at the second page. Let me come back here. Let me recompile. Ctrl Shift F5, and you can see that it goes back to the first page. It reopens but shows the first page. So that's what I mentioned here, but it opens in the first page. We were viewing the second page. On compilation it goes to the first page. It is a problem. Adobe Reader does not remember the page that is being viewed. This could be a bigger problem for large documents. If you use Adobe Reader, after every compilation the file always opens in the first page. This is a problem with large documents. The PDF reader Sumatra solves this problem. Okay, Sumatra automatically refreshes the PDF file also. In addition, it remembers the page that was viewed last, and Sumatra is free and open source. So a search for this reader takes you to this page. I'll show that page shortly. Okay, So here it is, and go to this download page, and then it shows you the file that needs to be installed. It is about 1.5 MB that I have already downloaded. So let me just close this now. Come back here. Let's go to next page. Alright, let us now double click the icon and install it by giving default answers. Let me do that now. Let me go to downloads. I have already downloaded Sumatra. Let me install it. Okay, install. Alright, it is done. Close. Sumatra is installed now. Okay, let's go to the next page. So in my system it gets installed at program files sumatra.pdf. So first you have to tell TexnicCenter that it should use Sumatra. So go to build, then to define output profile, we will do all of this, then to viewer. So this is where it is. So let's locate this. Okay. Alright, actually we don't need this also. We'll close that. This is TexnicCenter. So build, define output profiles, go to viewer. So it is pointing to Adobe. Let's say that we want to change this. Okay, let's go back here, go back here, go back here. In program files, we look at Sumatra. Here it is. And you have to refer to this. Alright, so we are done. Okay, from now on, it's going to compile using Sumatra. Okay, this is what we did. We browsed, located. Now we are ready to use Sumatra. So we close the Adobe Reader. So let us compile report.tex by pressing Ctrl and F7 keys simultaneously. So we are going to press Ctrl and F7, not what we did earlier. So let's do Ctrl F7. You can see that it has compiled. So what do we do next? Locate the file report.pdf, open it using Sumatra. Okay, let's go to LaTeX files. So report.pdf is there. So what I will do is I will open with Sumatra. Okay. Alright, this is Sumatra. Let me just take it up a little bit. And let's go to the next page. Alright, this is the first page. Second page, we have to go from here. Okay, this is the second page. Now what we will do is, okay, we went to the second page. Let's add a line to the text. Okay, we add a line to the text. Okay, added line. Save it, then Ctrl F7, and you can see in report.pdf it has not. You can see that the page number is still the same. In fact, what I did was, it was already there. So an easiest way to convince you is, let me just make it smaller so that I can see both simultaneously. Alright, so what we will do is, let me just delete this, save this, Ctrl F7, compiled, open it, you can see it is gone. In fact, what I can do is, I can also go to, let's say, chapter, new, let me close it, save it, Ctrl F7. Okay, let's come here. Now we see that there are 3 pages, but of course we are on the second page because we were in second page to start with. Now I go to third page. If I compile it once again, come back here, it doesn't change at all. So that is the key thing about Sumatra. Okay, we did all of this. Let's just go through this. The PDF file changes automatically, you don't have to do anything. More importantly, it shows the same page. Add an appendix, compile it using Ctrl F7, has 3 pages. So we can go to page 3, recompile, we will continue to be in page 3. So what next? So we installed only the basic version of MikTeX. Only a basic version of LaTeX is available. Of course, you can do a lot of things with this. Several packages, of course, are not available here. Some of these are listed here. And also useful packages such as Beamer. The way to include missing packages is explained in the next slide. As soon as installing the basic MikTeX, update it. Click the Start button at the taskbar, which is at the bottom left-hand corner of the Windows screen. Click Programs and then MikTeX 2.7. Click Update, choose Mirror, Proxy, etc. as required. It will get updated. Then proceed with the use of TexnicCenter as explained in this tutorial. When a package is missing, package installation of MikTeX will prompt you for installing it. You can install it from the internet, or you can do it from a CD based distribution. First you have to copy the entire content to the hard disk and then install it from there. There is some difficulty in installing it from the CD. This of course calls for hard disk space of about 1 GB. If you have questions, feel free to contact user communities. For example, contact Tug India. We expect to provide some help also through fossee.in. We also hope to create some more spoken tutorials for LaTeX in the future. Please send your feedback to me. This is Kannan Magdalya from IIT Bombay signing off.